Hello ladies and gentlemen cars, and welcome back to our F125 My Team career. Last time out in Mexico, we got our second podium in a row. Driving as Nikola Tsolov, after starting P8, we scored a P3 finish in Mexico. Max Verstappen walked away with the win. Charles Leclerc, his championship rival, down in P4. Going to today's video in Brazil, we start off the weekend strong as Aron setting a P4 time in sprint qualifying 1, where we continued that momentum on through sprint qualifying 2, setting a time up in P3. However, in SQ3, I couldn't quite carry that momentum through, and we'll be starting down in P6. Max Verstappen on pole, Russell P2, and Lando Norris P3.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Ocon, Charles Leclerc, Aron, Piastri, Sainz, Albon, and Franco Colapinto, Tsunoda, Antonelli, Sir Lewis Hamilton, Bortoletto, Gasly, Behrman, Nico Hülkenberg, and Fernando Alonso. Tsolov, Lawson, Hadjar, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We will soon find out.
Alright, we're starting P6. We've been starting P6 and P8 a lot lately. P6, mediums to the end, raining, possibly at lap 5. Or lap 4. Ocon and Leclerc ahead. Leclerc on softs, 5 red lights. And away we go. Don't think I'm going to be able to get the jump on Leclerc because he's on those soft tires. And with Ocon covering us off there. No moves being made into turn 1, but Russell and Verstappen going too wide up ahead, fighting out for P1. Leclerc defending really hard against us. And try and go take it around the outside. Went off track a bit. We're still too wide. He's on our inside. Oh my goodness, I had to brake a little bit. He's back along on our inside again. Bit of contact between the two of us. I've got the better racing line though, and we've secured P5 from Leclerc. Half a lap of fighting, and we've made up a position. And now we might be able to get Ocon here, even before DRS is activated. There's a bit of overtake. Russell has a bit of a lockup. Ocon's still on our inside, gotta leave the space. And that's us through to P4. Norris and Russell still at it. I think there's a bit of contact there. I can't tell if that's contact or if that's just from the cars hitting the ground or something. Got quite the run on Norris here. Might be able to make a move into turn 1. Oh, Norris locked up a little bit. Had a bit of contact with him. What was that? He moved a bit to the right. Really late defensive move into the... I think that was the second turn. Still fighting out for P3. We have the better line though, and we just take it. Alright, here we go. Starting the final lap of the race. Still not a single raindrop. Okay, well the race should be over by then, so I'm not too worried about that. I messed up the exit so much. I could have gotten Russell here, but I messed up the exit. Might be able to get him out the line. Just need to get a good exit. Come on. I'm gonna have DRS on him. I don't have any battery though. That's Max Verstappen with the win. Not enough battery. That's a P3. I'll take it.
I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes.
Alright, there we go. Max Verstappen with the sprint win. Russell P2. Ourselves, Aron in P3. Then Norris, Ocon, Leclerc, Sainz, and Piastri finish out the points. Okay, well, judging by who's ahead of us, I don't know if we're making too many positions. But we will make one off of Yuki Tsunoda, who somehow got P3.
Formula One returns to Interlagos once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us all to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. We're racing then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3 that give us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Verstappen, Paul Aron and Sainz, Hadjar, Norris, Hamilton and Alex Albon, Bortoleto, Lawson, Andrea Kimi, Antonelli and Piastri, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Esteban Ocon and Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Behrman, Colapinto and Nikola Tsolov completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Just like the sprint, it's going to be raining. Possibly. Everyone's starting mediums. Alright, yeah, let's start mediums. Alright, both Red Bulls starting ahead of us. We have a bit of wear to our gearbox. 5 red lights. And away we go. Let's try and get the jump on either one of the Red Bulls. It's not quite enough room to make a move on Tsunoda there. And we're going too wide through there. Let's try and get around the outside of Tsunoda there. There we go. Up to P4. On the back of Verstappen. Let's try and get ahead. Went off track again. It was a legal overtake on Verstappen. Go on, go past. I think that's the first time I ever had one in a my team career race. Almost the exact same thing happened in the sprint with Leclerc. For some reason I didn't get the illegal overtake in the sprint, but I did here. Now I have a feeling that the top 3 are gonna just fly away from us soon, but we're sticking with them for now. Let's try and make a move on Verstappen into this corner. Alright, there we go, up to P3. Past both Red Bulls. Almost hit Russell there. Oh man. Tsunoda's fighting with Verstappen back there. Also making a move on Leclerc. Tsunoda making a move on Verstappen, alright. We're losing the 2 Red Bulls and we're catching up to the 2 leaders. Might be able to make a pass on Leclerc here with DRS. He doesn't have any, alright. Going on through to P2. Let's catch up to Russell. 2 out with Leclerc through turn 4. Just about to stay ahead. Red Bulls are almost caught back up. We've dropped Leclerc. Leclerc no longer has DRS on us.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
Just saw a bit of rain. I have rain a bit sooner than expected. I'm going to swap my next tires over to Inters, just in case. Not enough road to get past Russell in that attempt. Might be able to get him into going into turn 4. Not if I have a bad exit like that.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
Do we go Inters though? Or do we stick it out for a few laps? I wish I saved more battery. Probably could have gotten Russell here. I wish that I could radio for them to pit Tsolov onto inters and then monitor his times compared to mine. We're supposed to pit this lap, but I don't know if we should stay out or not. Russell's staying out. I'm staying out too. Almost hit the back of Russell there. He just has such insane exit speed. He just gets so far away so fast. Like, how does he do it? How? I mean, yeah, he's in a better car, but... So what I don't want to do is switch over to inters, and then it dries up. That's what I don't want to do. See, I get close to him here.
Okay, conditions are going to keep deteriorating for 10 minutes at least.
And then here he just gets away. Okay, oh, that's a safety car.
Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
I'm staying out. That's from a Sauber off the side of the track. Who is it? Sportoletto. How did he get here? Okay, well this is as far back as I can rewind, so I'm gonna need to look at that post-race. First safety car in a while. I think the last safety car we got was in Jeddah. When it glitched. Hopefully it doesn't glitch again. If we do stick with slicks, I think I'm gonna go on to softs. Even if they are used. It should be the softs that I used in qualifying, so shouldn't be 2 used, because I only did 1 lap per set. Actually, I'm gonna swap to inters. Oh, Russell's going to the pits. Alright, I'm following him in. I don't know where to brake. Alright. So we are all the way at the end, so even if the pit lane is piled up, we're gonna be the first to leave it. I'll go, yes, we're out ahead of Russell. Alright.
Right, Nikola's in the pits. Nikola is in the pits. Pit strategy complete. See these tires.
Everyone has stayed out except for Tsunoda, Colapinto, and a Ferrari. Albon is out of the session. Does that mean that the safety car is going to be longer? Does the game actually want me to pass him? Alright. Okay, I guess not. Alright.
No overtaking during the safety car period.
Safety car's in this lap. Come on, Colapinto, go into pits. Thank you. Alright, we're now leading the race in the rain. Now we just have to get away from Russell, which is going to be really hard. I was kind of hoping that the safety car would be a bit longer. Oh gosh, that's really hard to get through. Oh, this is going to be really hard. Okay, DRS is disabled though. I just have to make my car as wide as I possibly can. Also having a look around the inside of us. Oh my goodness. That was close. Starting a bit of a train here. I have less and less DRS to use each lap. This is getting bad. Alright, we stayed ahead. Only need to do that one more time. Oh, don't go on the curb. I think we run it on none until the end of the lap. Wow, we really have started a train here out of the entire top 5. Here comes Russell. I don't know if that's a good place to make a move. What sucks is that I haven't done any practice on any of these tracks in the rain. So I know none of the braking zones, none of the lines to take in the rain. Now here we go, last lap. Last lap for the win. Well, not if I brake. Not if I miss my braking zone though. Oh man. Okay. Now at the time when we got it, I counted the sprint win in Belgium as our first race win of the career. Can we stick on to P1 and make this our actual first win of the career? All we have to do is just stay ahead of Russell until the end, using every amount of battery that we have. Russell is catching up to us, but there's not enough room. That is the flag and our first win of the career.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
What a performance this has been from Aron, who takes the checkered flag to win.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race.
And with that, we are F1 race winners. Driving as Paul Aron, we have scored the most points out of the race weekend with 31 total. George Russell in P2 with 25. Verstappen and Leclerc, championship rivals, both tied with 18. Norris with 17. Then Sainz, Hadjar, Ocon, Antonelli, Hülkenberg, Piastri, and Lawson round out the points for the race weekend. In the sprint, Max Verstappen walked away with the win, Russell P2, ourselves in P3. But as for the race, it was us up on top with the win, Russell P2 and Leclerc P3. But anyways, that's about it for today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, you should subscribe or something. I don't know. And I'll see you next time for our third and final home race in Vegas.